Hi everyone. I know a lot of you been waiting for this video for a long time, so I am coming with a surprise. Watch all the video and you will find out. Stay tuned. So yeah guys, we are back again with our new video. I know a lot of people was waiting for this for a long time. We are building a rig now with the AMD, one of the newest cards, which is supposed to be very good on the power consumption. You know, very should take very little for amount of mega hash you can get out of the graphics cards. We will be using these here beautiful cards, MSI RX 470 4GB cards. They look very cool. I like them a lot. MSI is a good brand for the graphics cards, but there's one thing I don't like on these. There's no backplate, so yeah, but that's not even a very big problem, you know, just to handle them more. And because they are using a little bit less power than the other cards, you know, other AMD cards like the older series, like the 300 series and R9, R7 series, and because of that we will be using a little bit less power supply, smaller, which is also a little bit cheaper than the 1300 watt EVGA which we were using in the previous videos. We will be using 1000 watt, so hopefully that will be enough. And I will see, I have the power consumption meter as well, and we'll see how much power it uses. We will be using ethos. They recently just released a new update that you can use AMD 400 series cards on them, but there is a small problem. You can't overclock them, and you can't get the maximum mega hash amount, but that's fine, you know. They will release the update anyway soon, so I'll do that after, you know. I just want to set up the rig, you know, and see how much power it uses, and yeah, that's basically. So yeah, I have a pre-built already rig, as I always do, you know, to save you some time. And there's the 1000 watt power supply, EVGA gold. Then there's a motherboard, Astra Pro BTC H81. Yeah, but I didn't build this rig because it's actually very hard to get these motherboards. As I was reading, they don't manufacture them anymore, and a lot of people buy them, you know, for the mining rigs, which is the special motherboard made for mining cryptocurrencies. And yeah, I got those cards already more than a week ago, and I was waiting for this motherboard. We will be using Intel Celeron 2.8 GHz dual core processor and 8 GB of RAM. Then we will be using 120 GB Kingston SSD card, which is plugged in already, and there's a power switch which is connected to the motherboard to turn on the PC, and we have connected extra power sockets which come from the power supply to the motherboard, and we have connected all the cables VGA cables for the graphics card. These graphics cards need only one 8-pin connection, so that's fantastic. You know, you don't need to buy any, you know, power supplies with an extra VGA connections, you know, because the 1300 watt was coming like with I think 10 8-pin connections, and you wasn't able to connect all the R9 380 cards to the one power supply, so yeah, that was the problem in there. Most of them, of course, there was some brand cards like Asus which only needed one 8-pin connection, but these series RX 470s, most of them is 8, just one 8-pin connection. So yeah, let's put in the cards. Oh, and I forgot, we will be using the risers. I got them there. I didn't like before the USB risers, because last time I got them, they was, I don't know, nearly a third of them was faulty. But these ones here, these ones are amazing. These ones are amazing. I bought them and I used for a lot of the rigs, and they do a fantastic job. I have already pre-installed ethos 1.1 on the SSD card. So yeah, we get back to that a little bit later. So let's start to put the graphics cards in. I'll show you how the graphics cards looks like. Yeah, they're nice. The fans, there's 2 steam pipes in there. There's some, looks like LED lights, so it might be turning on some lights, you know, when it's connected. So let's put in those cards into the motherboard. Put everything closer, you know, to see everything that's happening. Yeah, so the first card, I have pre-drilled already the screws on the frame. So I just need to screw it in, that's it. We are still mining mostly Ethereum because I think it's still anyway the profitable current cryptocurrency to mine at the moment anyway. Even the hash rate of the network has grown a lot in the last few months. It is like 5,000 gigahash at the moment I speak, and these here you can see go here, the PCI risers. Then there's a small like a click, you know, lock. You press that in and close it, not to fall off. goes down. Hopefully everything goes smooth, you know, we don't have any problems, you'll need to fix something, you know, it will save you some time watching. But if it does, like always, we will try to fix it. I like these risers a lot. I will post them there a link as well under this video where you can get them. Alright, so we need to screw this in. That's number 3. Number 4. That's number 4, number 5. I don't want to screw somewhere else. That's number 6. Now we need to connect the PCI risers today to motherboard. Pull it down, leave it that. I hope you can see this here. Right, so the one from the first card is that one there. And always connect them. You see this like a small hook in the front? That should be outside. Like there's longer pins and smaller pins, and the longest side, you know, to outside the rig, you know, where's all the socket switches. Because if you try to connect them other way, you can short your motherboard if it's connected to the power. Right, so number 3. Oh, this is number 2. This is number 3. This is number 3. This is number 4. And this is number 5. Where this is? This is number 5. Check them always if they are in properly, otherwise it might not turn on your rig. So yeah, they are all in. So yes, so all we need next thing, we need to connect the power cables to the power sockets on the 8-pin connection on the GPU, and we also need to connect the SATA cable connections to the powered risers. So this is first 8-pin connection. To the first card. We try to do for you, you know, as simple as possible to build the mining rigs. And these cards shouldn't heat so much as the cards on my previous videos with the R9 380s, because these cards use a little bit less power, so I would say they probably doesn't heat as much as the other cards do. I haven't tried yet the RX 480s. I think that I will try them in my next video and see how that will go. Okay, so yeah, everything is in. Everything is in. Oh, and we need to connect the also the SATA cable from power supply to these powered risers. You see that? Every socket for each one of them. So one. Where's these? Two. 3. 1. 2. And the third one goes here. Yeah, that's all in. This is all inside I'll clean up those cables a little bit later. So yeah, we will switch this on in a minute. And well, I got the problems again and again with this camera, and I don't know when this is gonna stop. You know, I probably just need to buy a new camera or a new SSD card. Something is not recording right in the camera. And yeah, till you probably didn't see some bits, you know, but you didn't miss much, I would say so. We have turned on the mining rig. You know, as you can see, it's running. It's very cool cards. So you can see a lot of lights, you know, LED and red lights and blue lights and everything here. And the thing we needed to do on the ethos 1.1 was where we needed to change the drivers on the ethos to allow to read the new cards, because it wasn't turning on the mining rig, and that didn't show the image, you know, because the drivers wasn't on the ethos. So I turned them on through SSH, you know, turned on the mining rig and connected from my laptop, and turn on those drivers, and I will show you as well how to turn them on. So VI local conf. You need to go in your configuration file, and you need to type this line, driver 068. Oh, that's my mining rig worker name. You will have your own, you know, when you start your mining rig, you will able to see your worker name. So you enter that here, you type driver, enter your worker name, and then type AMD GPU and save that. Save that. Escape, shift, 3 dots, X, and save. And the next thing what you need to do is you need to just restart your configuration file by typing put conf, so it's PUTCONF, and hit enter. What will that do? That will change the drivers for the new AMD cards on the ethos, and it will reboot your mining rig and change the drivers, and it will start the mining rig, and it will start mining. You just need to change your pool address if you like to mine somewhere else, and you will need to change, of course, your wallet address. As I said before, these cards are not possible to overclock, and that's why I'm getting here. You can see only 117.5 mega hashes, only for 6 cards. They're supposed to do about 140 mega hashes, but look at the temperatures. They're running maybe for 10 minutes, and look how good they look. 45, 45, 47, 45, 40, 38. Amazing. That's what I predicted. Maybe if they will be overclocked, they will be running about 55 somewhere, but that's still okay. Why? Because I think so, because they use a lot less power than the cards in my previous videos, R9 380s. Oh, and I forgot to show you something else, the power consumption. 772 watts. What you will say about that? Huh? 770 watts. I think that's amazing. One of the best cards for the power consumption. At 120 mega hash, where R9 380s were running for 125 mega hashes at 1050 watts somewhere, and yeah, that's about 30% on saving on electricity. That's amazing. So yeah, you can see the cards here. It's a little fancy rig, and I will test that for a few hours. If I have any problems, I will update you in the description also, and also I will have the parts I used in the description also, and our small surprise, the shop opening discount 5%, which is valid till end of September, till after from the 1st October you won't be able to use that. It's 5% discount. Just go to the mineshop.eu, so MINESHOW.eu, and at your checkout just type in code mineshop, and you will be applied with 5% discount. And yeah, as I said before, we're trying to do for you is super easy. So I hope that helps. I hope the mining rig build helps. Even if the video gets stuck, I hope you didn't miss a lot. Because I explained as much as I think I needed to. And I hope I didn't miss anything. If I did, just write down a comment, and I will try to answer you. And I see you on the next video. Probably that will be with the new cards RX 480s, and we'll see how that will go. Hopefully the ethos will release the drivers soon, because I can overclock them, on the ethos and find the best settings. If they do, I might post a video and keep you happy. Thanks guys. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.